Welcome everybody. It is Friday evening on the Elder Scrolls Online. That means it is time for Live Luxury Showdown. Every Friday evening, we gather here in Cicero's Food and General Goods in Hollow City in Cold Harbor and wait for Zenotharan to pop up, the weekend luxury vendor. He has a couple rare furnishings for us. We'll be gone after this weekend for another year. So we are going to build something fun and creative out of nothing but these few items. He's just popped up. We'll see what he has. Plan here is I'm going to buy a bunch of each of these, and then I'm going to place them in my primary residence where we have 3 builders, 3 contestants who are each going to build something out of nothing but these furnishings. Quick build decorating competition that we have every weekend right here on Twitch on my channel. So, okay, so we have item from last year. We have 4 items from last year. And they'll be gone again after this weekend for another year. Okay, we have the Briarheart Tree replica. You can see big tree with some corpses embedded in it. Appropriate for Witches Festival going on right now. We have the Reach Sapling Briarheart for 50,000 gold. We have the Witch's Remains offering for 50,000 gold, and so you can have this be desecrated, where it has kind of this black, smoky, embery stuff coming out of it, or you can have it off, or you can have Witch's Remains sacrificial. Same deal there. Oriented a bit different. Seeing these hanging off of chains a lot. And then the new item for this year, Reach Sapling Contorted Briarheart. Notice something here, which is that the price on this is 35,000 gold. And, well, it's kind of like just this guy, but with the sapling coming out of him. Yeah, I actually like the leaves on this. So a little bit different. 35k, a little cheaper. I've noticed this the last several weeks where the prices have been cheaper. So the plan here is I'm going to buy a bunch of each of these. We have our 3 contestants, so it needs to be something divisible by 3. It can't be all that many just because these are so expensive. Okay, and then have a few of these from last year. Not many. I think this is going to have to be more not just spam a bunch of items. Okay, figuring out how much of these I can afford. I mean, even just getting like 12 of these, I'd only be using 4 of each of them. I have to do more. I have to do a few more than that. We'll go... This will very much be an arrangement challenge. I'll only have 6 of each of these items to work with. Budget is just... These are some of the most expensive items that have ever been on the luxury vendor. Okay. Getting situated here. Okay, 6 of each. We'll do a few more of the new ones. Okay, 10 each of the new one. Okay. I have to celebrate that a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of gold going down. I'll put that up. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to my primary residence where we will have our 3 builders. Heading to Live Luxury Showdown Stadium in the Cold Harbor Surreal Estate. Leo says, why is the screen fuzzy? Has it loaded? Image says, so pricey this week. The quality's on high setting. I haven't changed anything with the quality. Should be okay. Okay, really expensive Briarheart creepy items. I know they're really good for dungeons and creepy builds that people do all the time, though, so... They're pretty good. They held up their value really well this past year, where even a couple weeks after these were gone, prices had gone up like 50% or 100%. Okay, we do have our 3 contestants waiting here. We are going to place all of these big items. Creepy briar hearts. With the corpses. Need to fix that glow bush. Get these all placed up. Hey, this won't take that long. This week at least. Real expensive. Briar Heart Tree is really big. Really big. Put it out here a bit. I advise the builders to build out a little bit. One of the biggest luxury furnishings that we've had. And we also have the witches' remains. 6 of each of these. And it got a really desecrated look with all the black smoke stacking on top of each other. And 6 of the more prone body. Uh-oh. I gave them one too many. Do. Make it nice and even. Okay, let them know what's up. Okay, there's only 6 of each. Except for the new one with 10. So not very many. So not very many of each to work with. Okay, we're good in Twitch chat. Mufaz. Yeah, I'm shitting. Starting in 1 minute. Okay, let me make sure everything's okay. Everything's okay. Pause mash. Hey, lots of good days and haze in Twitch chat. Welcome everybody. Hey, if you're a sub, then you can use all those spicy cow emotes. Encourage you to do that. Have some fun with it. Okay, we'll be getting a timer up here starting in like 15 seconds. Okay, starting in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Go. Okay, we got the clock up on the board. 30 minutes to go. Okay, our contestants are actually really going to have to be creative. Normally, what I do with the Live Luxury Showdown is I buy like 50 of each item because they're usually kind of cheap. Though, according to this week, it's just way too much gold. 100,000 gold for the big Briar Heart Tree. I mean, as a big item. I mean, I can imagine why this is 100k. All the Briar Hearts, trees, embedded corpses, and then 50 each for these witches' remains, which you can shoo the flies away on, or keep on, or 50k for the Briar Heart body here, or 35 for the new one. Hey, so these are the same bodies, they just are configured a little bit different. So they could have made this 50k. They made it a little cheaper this year, which is good. The new one's only 35k for this one. Pretty sure that was a new one. Now I'm gonna get mixed up. Pretty sure this one reaching up is the new one. So, program here. Our contestants have 30 minutes to make something fun and creative out of these items. Oh, zombie personality, very appropriate here with all these dead corpses. it's going to be tough to build with these. Every item is a corpse. They have a lot of these branches coming off. Mr. Mohawk, how much gold did it cost this week? I had a few, just a few from last year, which saved me. I sunk like 5 million gold this week, so not the most I've spent, but I just couldn't buy too many. Though I think these are not going to be the worst investment just because they're kind of expensive, so people aren't going to be able to afford that many, but if people really like these, they're going to be willing to spend a lot for them. Like these Briar Heart trees, I remember this past year had been going for like 200, 300k, and these little individual corpses were going for like 100k. We'll, at the end, we'll be doing some giveaways. We'll be giving away the new items. Maybe not necessarily the big Briar Heart trees. We'll make sure that it's still good value for the giveaways. LVC says the wee sprouty tree bodies are the new stuffs. The wee ones. Is it this one? Is it the this one, or is it this one? That's the new one. I don't remember. I'm getting them mixed up now.
All I'm saying is, JR, you have LVC addicted to watching you play the game, so she doesn't play anymore.
Oh no! Oh, that's not what I want. I mean, I've been streaming more recently, but it's been fun. No, people can do their own thing while watching me stream. I've been trying to stream more and more. Been having fun with it. Woobin is joining us here. Woobin, the guild leader of Divine Design Alliance, one of our judges. Hopefully, some of our other judges show up.
Hello,
Woobin. How have you been?
Good. I'm really dig Murkmire. I like it a lot.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on right now. So there's Murkmire going on. Lots of quests. I mean, whole new zone. I've done like most of the quests. I've been having fun streaming that, and tons of new furnishing patterns, plans. 75 new furnishing plans for you to collect, make some nice Murkmire furnishings. So I know Woobin's been buying and learning a lot of those and making a lot of those fun Murkmire furnishings. Any that you particularly like?
So I mean, all of them are pretty neat. I mean, I think this is a really big upgrade to the Argonian stuff, but I really dig the ladders and the platforms and a lot of the stone furnishings. The bookcases are really cool. The 2 full ones, they're really cool.
For the Murkmire, yeah, I actually learned the bookcase for that. Let me see if I actually have any on me. No, I gave them all away. Oh no, nice big full bookshelf that I have learned. I spent a lot to learn that. I don't have any left to show off though.
The rugs. The rugs are really cool.
They are.
So yeah, lots of cool. I just heads up for everybody. I don't think there's really a good place to farm like other zones. So I've seen most people find them by stealing in town from containers.
Yeah, I've been trying to find a good place. Yeah. For me, there was one decent place, which was the Zulthusis Zonmir up, like, it's just like up here. It's part of the main quest line. It has several lootable trunks and stuff. There are enemies there, though there are tons of jars there, but I don't think you can get furnishing plans from jars. I think you have to get them from trunks and backpacks and things like that. So there are quite a few trunks and cupboards there to loot from. That's been pretty good. Or just in town in Lilmoth, there are lots of little shops and homes that you can pop into and steal from. So that's... I found 2 new Murkmire... No, 3. I found 2 green ones and a blue one. Murkmire furnishing plans. They are selling for a lot on the...
Where did you find them, G-Heart? Just questing, or did you go try to steal?
No, I actually went to this Zulthusis little Zonmir up here. And
so you found something in there.
Yes, I did. Though I don't think it probably was going to be any better than just going around the city. So, but they're very valuable. I've been flipping some of them, learning a few, flipping a few, selling them for hundreds of thousands of gold each. So right now, if you get any of those, they're very valuable. Don't put them up on the even if it's a green, don't put it up for like 10K. Put it up for like 100K or something. They're very valuable right now.
So yeah, and I think just for anybody out there that likes to learn plans, I think you have a really good guess that just like they did with Clockwork City, they're going to drop these plans in the dungeon event coming up.
That was the Undaunted dungeon event from last year. That was in December, right? I think it was December.
I think around there, yeah, it seems like it. So I think that's a pretty good bet, Jr.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be too splurgy on them yet. I'm going to pace myself. I could go spend a lot to learn them. There will be gaps, and then I'll feel compelled to even spend even more on the ones I don't know. And yeah, I'll see. I think I heard the Swankery join us. Swankery, welcome.
Hi.
From Divine Design Alliance. How have you been?
Very good, thanks.
How has everything with Divine Design Alliance been?
Awesome. Looking forward to our third Halloween contest with the large homes this weekend. Starting tomorrow, we start viewing them.
Yeah, so
Morning.
Divine Design Alliance has been doing a kind of like a weekly build challenge where first they did in rooms, Halloween in rooms, and then last week they did small and medium homes in the Halloween theme, and then this weekend they're doing large homes in the Halloween theme, and so I'm going to be looking forward to seeing some of those homes. I know a lot of people are adding animations and whatnot to their homes, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
This is all pretty good. The Merkmire stuff, the most exciting things I think that's happening is the building materials, like the ramps and the ladders and the platforms.
yeah, there are a lot of good structural pieces from Merkmire. Craftable ramps, a couple good light sources too, hanging candles and whatnot, and
Ooh, yeah.
So I think, Jr. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the only place to find the crafting material, the feathers, is for deconstructed armor. Is that right?
yes, so as far as I can tell, let me see if I have any of these. Yeah, so there are a couple of sets that drop in this Elder Argonian style. So the Bright Throat's Boast set, and the Champion of the Hist set both drop in the Elder Argonian style. And so you need to decon those in order to get the Hackwing plumage. This is Hackwing plumage.
So one gives you the feather plumage, and the other one gives you crocodile skin, I think.
No, specifically these two sets give their Elder Argonian, and they give the Hackwing plumage.
Gotcha.
And the crocodile leather is for the Deadwater thing, and that's not used in the Merkmire plans at all. So don't worry about getting crocodile leather if you are into furniture crafting. It's all about that Hackwing plumage. All the Merkmire plans use it. Kind of like how Clockwork City plans use tempered brass, and kind of like how the Alinor Somerset plans all use the Calanda lacquer. And is Ninja Monkey at TwitchCon? I don't know if he'll be joining us. Or is he up to something else?
He wasn't streaming tonight, so I'm assuming he's away.
Okay, Ninja Monkey may not be joining us, which is okay.
But I am.
Oh,
Stormhawk.
Stormhawk, co-guild leader of Spicy Economics, going to join us here for judging. Okay, people are
And
saying...
occasional judge.
Yeah, let me do a shout-out to Ninja, though. He's awesome. Ninja Monkey 0169. Go follow him if you haven't. Streams a lot of housing stuff. He's housing mancer. But Stormhawk is here today, filling in. Stormhawk, how have you been?
Good. You may all know me as the one who strategically places trout.
Yes. I believe we're going to go look at your home after the showdown tonight. Is that right?
Yes, just I don't know if Twitch would like you looking at the trout. So beware of that.
There are some certain pockets of the island I might glance over more quickly than others.
Nonsense.
Just get a good eyeful. So, thank you to all of our judges. Let me introduce our builders. They've been building for the last 11 minutes. Let me fill you in on a bit about them. First of all, we have Skull Lord, who is building here. And Skull Lord has been very busy setting up an animated haunted house for the Spooky Divine Design Alliance competition tomorrow. It is amazing what you can do with the Essential Housing Tools add-on. Yeah, with Essential Housing Tools, you can animate tons of stuff with your home. Or, you could just use it to build geometric patterns and stuff too. You can do a lot with Essential Housing Tools. Cardinal05, who has developed that, genius. Yeah, so the animations are fantastic. Skullord goes on to say, I really like the new building components Murkmire has brought to the game, especially the new cobblestone-looking wall item. So again, there are some structural pieces like walls that you can probably build an entire structure out of. Skullord says, now I have to say, having the new music boxes being crowned only was quite sad. He would like it if it was changed so that you could craft them from recipes obtained through grit vouchers. Though overall, the game keeps growing, and Skullord loves it. So good luck to Skullord.
Imagine having 100 of those boxes in the home.
Oh, I could break the game. Maybe.
Would the volume increase for each one, I wonder?
I'll have to test it. Okay, our second builder here is Cry Havoc 101. Cry Havoc has been working on various Halloween houses, learning the ins and outs of Essential Housing Tools. More people learning Essential Housing Tools. And Cry Havoc has been gathering the furnishings they need for their Hunter's Glade. Orangey, moonlit, full werewolf paradise. And Cry Havoc has also been trying to get their Twitch channel off the ground. Let me do a shout out to them. The funny thing is, we had talked about this before. We were having some fun on the stream before talking about giving terrible ESO advice, kind of trollsy type of, like bad advice that would probably get you killed instead of actually being helpful. So they seem to have done some fun stuff.
I am totally in with that.
So, Cry Havoc having some fun with it. Maybe you need to know a bit about ESO to get what the gist of the jokes are, but it's really fun, I think. It's really clever. And PBO's lady hopefully sent me a mail. Okay. I believe PBO's lady also just goes by Jay. Jay says they've spent so much time in their Grand Citric Villa lately that they don't remember what life was like before. This is the 4th time on the showdown, and one day, Jay will win. Good luck, PBO's lady. Hopefully today is that day. And this is our 39th week doing Live Luxury Showdown. And so, have some repeat builders here. And if you want to see the screenshots from all of our previous contests, they're up at spicyeconomics.com. Go check that out. They're just tons of creative uses of past furnishings. Also, screenshots of like our housing hike that we do, where it's touring homes and seeing cool things that they've done. So lots of cool, inspirational pictures up at spicyeconomics.com. So good luck to all of our builders. You can see PBO's ladies' previous builds up there, Scholar's previous builds. I believe Cry Havoc is here for the first time. So good luck to each of our builders, and thank you again to our judges for being here. What does everybody think of the new furnishing? I mean, this just kind of complements what was there last year. It's cheaper, though. That's good. Judges, any thoughts about Briarheart items?
I don't like the smaller ones all that much, but I really do like this tree.
The big tree from last year. Glad to have that one back.
Yeah, I do like the tree quite a bit. That's probably my favorite. Not too much into the gruesome bits, but they come in handy sometimes. So.
I've seen a few people just like use these as giant trees in their home, and sometimes they'll cover up the corpse in it, and sometimes they won't. It really matters a lot as to the theme that you're going for in your home as to whether or not you want to cover that up. If you want your home to be really creepy, you leave the corpse exposed. If you just want a giant Briarheart tree with all these, nice fruits on it, nice red leaves on it, big tree, then maybe cover up the corpse a little bit. And these.
Well, for some reason, for me, like the creepy parts on the tree, I like.
You like
You
the
know,
creepy parts.
Yeah, but I mean, the I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the cost on these smaller ones. You know, kind of seems excessive. But
Agreed.
A little bit. And if people have these, they maybe have like one or two of them. These just like little corpses. I mean, as far as upping the creep factor of your home, this goes a long way. Tortured, desiccated half body. Yeah, it says a lot. Stormhawk wanting me to get subs so I can eat chicken nuggets on stream. I don't know about that, Storm.
30 chicken nuggets. One
I-
follow equals 1 chicken nugget.
I don't know. I don't know
Very
if my
seductive.
arteries will appreciate that.
You'll eat them very seductively.
I don't know any other way to eat.
I didn't realize the Witch's Remains is interactable.
Yes,
they are,
you can
they-
shoo away the flies.
Kind of find them gross,
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
but they have their uses. If you like pile up the interactable ones in a pile, it can be kind of neat.
Get more flies.
Yeah. You basically like get this black R almost.
We're at 12 minutes remaining already. Wow, 30 minutes going fast. 30 minutes does go by fast here. It is not a lot of time to build something.
I was gonna say there was something odd about the bottom of the tree. If you flip it, you can't walk on it. Like you fall down into it.
Oh, so this bottom part doesn't have collision. I don't think there are any flipped over for me to test that on. I don't want to mess up somebody's build right here. So that, how far deep down into it do you go?
I don't know. I think it was Skull that had some upside down, and I climbed on it, but I think I just fell down to the ground. So I don't know how far I would go if.
Oh, these
I was higher up.
branches have collision though, so maybe just this very center part has a little bit of a gap that you can fall into. Okay, let's take a look at what our builders have done so far. So here we do have big floating tree with the corpses kind of being very symmetrically placed, maybe climbing up. Looks like they're trying to latch on, maybe get a ride. Maybe the mothership is returning to the mothership. These are the few that are able to get back. I'm not sure. We'll see what they've actually built at the end here, but liking the kind of symmetry on it. And Jay has made an even more gnarly, ginormous tree. So taking the big Briarheart tree and made it even bigger. And Pablo, the Piplup's child, has followed. Thank you so much for the follow. Moo to you. Welcome to our live luxury showdown. Quick build decorating contest using luxury furnishings well underway. We are at 10 minutes remaining.
These bodies look like they're trapped in here.
Oh, it's just like a big pile of bodies. Ooh, like a lot of energy. I think that's kind of the story behind the Briarhearts, is that they've kind of been twisted and they kind of feed and grow off the life energy of the bodies underneath. And that imbues the Briarhearts with magical properties. Is that... Am I too far off on that one?
I think this one's gluttonous.
Gluttonous.
So hey, I haven't heard anybody. I'm sure I know the answer, but when does the Witches Festival end?
I think it's like November 1st. It's like right after Halloween.
Let's see, according to the Crown Store, you can buy the Crow Collar for 6 more days.
There you go.
Yay, Crown Store. It did
I was
something.
actually disappointed. I meant to get more of that Witches pack that they had out, but I forgot and they went away.
Oh, you mean the one with the jars?
Yeah, or the Scarecrow and
Yeah, those were really cool. I only got 4 of those. If you flip over the jars, you can make them into piss jars.
Let's see, are those gone now?
So you can still get the jars and most of the stuff in the store, or the furniture store. But I really liked the scarecrow with the ravens, and
You can't get those anymore.
you can't. That one
Okay.
and the target dummy and the wreath, I think. But everything else should be in the store.
Okay, so let's see. What were those called? Specimen jars?
Yeah, the jars and also the pumpkins are still in there.
Yeah, okay, so these with the interesting yellow liquid, which can be repurposed, or, you can just have a floating brain.
Piss jars.
Piss jars. It might be piss jars. They're fun, really spruce up your alchemy arrangement with those.
So I don't know who's all noticed, but did people notice that they finally put in bathrooms in in Merkmeyer?
I saw that in the
Yes.
egg tender's home
Oh, I need to
place.
pay closer attention. Were they just buckets?
Were there
They're
any others?
usually bucket.
Yeah, it was sort of just a pot behind a partition.
Yeah, there's like a curtain, and then there were like a couple little benches with some buckets, and there was a book right next to it. That was the only one I saw.
Do you think Argonians lift their tails?
Yeah, how do they get in there? Yeah, with the wall right behind it? That's a good question.
We need more information.
I know the only place I saw that was in where the egg tenders were. Maybe I thought that was just how they maybe they just lay their egg into a bucket. They have to sit down to do it. Maybe it wasn't a bathroom at all. It's just an egg catcher. I wasn't quite sure. Maybe it was a bathroom. First bathroom I've seen, if that's the case. LPC's finally a loo.
Big if true.
Big if true. Okay, Cry Havoc is going to mail me a backstory to their build. I guess I might need that. Okay, we are coming up on 6 minutes remaining.
This is definitely the challenge week.
Oh, it is. I mean, branchy
Yeah.
items are kind of hard to work with anyway.
I mean, you can't even make a 420 man like I did last time of this.
Well, I don't know. Skullord's made something really interesting out of all these corpses.
Yeah. But it's not smoking.
Well, it has a cloud of flies around it, if that counts. Kind of close. Okay, good luck to each of our contestants. There are also lots of unique new furnishings right now that you can get with the Witches Festival from the Plunder Skulls. There are about 20 effectively new items that you can get from those. So things like even this block, gravestones, new gravestones. There were also a lot of new mushroom items that you couldn't get before. And they're pretty cheap on the guild traders right now. And then after Witches Festival is over, I would expect the prices to continue to be low for a while, but then they'll eventually kind of evaporate and trickle up. So get your hands on these now if you need them. Also these pumpkins and whatnot. Ignet Infernus with the follow. Thank you so much, Ignet Infernus with the follow. Appreciate that.
There are also a lot of unique furnishings that drop when people are looking at containers. So just not plans, like so example, the pattern for a rug and to craft it, but also you could get the worn version
Yes.
as an item.
Yeah, so all of these worn items also have craftable equivalents. So that's a different way that they've done that. People have often asked for the worn tapestries that they've seen around, and this time, hey, we actually got with the Merkmeyer. Maybe in the future they'll backfill for some of the other ones that also have worn equivalents. Yeah, so you can just straight up steal some of the worn ones, but then the nice pristine looking ones, the nice colorful ones, are usually craftable. Click to select says, are furnishings bound once you use them? No, if they are bound when you get them, they'll stay bound, and if they're tradable when you get them, you can place some of them around, and then once you're done with them, you can sell them. So that's kind of a cool thing with furnishings is you can kind of reuse items. Okay, we just have a few minutes left. Yeah, tons of new furnishings with...
I think the only furnishings in game, right, that are bound, other than the Crown Store stuff, or yeah, those.
Yeah, achievement furnishings are all bound. Kind of expensive. Kind of wish they...
Oh, I'm sorry, not achievement. The Sijic. The Sijic.
Oh, yeah,
am I saying that wrong?
Yeah, the Sijic items.
Sijic, thank you.
You can get from Artaeum. There's a little merchant right here. You level up your Sijic order, and you can purchase those. There are about 10 of them. And nice tables, chairs, things that you can buy there. Floaty items, floaty books. And then, those are all bound, though. They're all bound on pickup. So you have to learn them, and then once you make them, you're stuck with them. So, Pendergast22 with the sub. Thank you so much. Moo to you. Make sure to spam up some of these spicy emotes. Have fun with those. Pendergast. Moo. Okay, we are continuing along.
Thank you, Pendergast. Oh, wow, I didn't pronounce that well at all.
Runa High says, in real life, J-Heart looks like a Kothai rot. It might be the ears. That's a Khajiit type, right? The skinny ones. Okay, we're at 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes. Not a lot of time. Clean it up. BBO's lady. Super tree. See if there's more backstory to that. Or maybe I'm missing something. We'll have each of our contestants let me know what they've created afterwards, so that we know more about that. Skull Lord. Managed to make something pretty three-dimensional out of these corpses. Kind of hard to do since the branches and the leaves are pretty airy.
Looks like some sort of totem almost, like a ritual death totem.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that sense too. Maybe like like an Entmoot. Gather around the... Hey, maybe this is a hobbit. It's kind of a big hobbit. It's all flayed out. I don't know about that. Maybe it's a flayed hobbit. This is what the Ents have done. Less than a minute remaining. My understanding is this has a Daedric backstory. We'll get filled in on that in a moment. Eagle's Eye 85 with a follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And Fire Medic with the host, Moo. Welcome. We are just wrapping up the building section of our live luxury showdown. We have 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh. Coming down, getting those last details up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is over. Contestants will have to let me know what you've made. Ooh, okay, wait, I have to look this one up. PBO's lady has something very specific that they made. Look this one up. Huh, okay. We'll get a good look at that one. Okay, tough. Expensive items this week. Didn't give the contestants very many to work with, so they had to get creative here. Okay, well, we'll start with PBO's lady here. They said, in the spirit of Halloween, they went traditional and did a recreation of the Tree of the Dead from Sleepy Hollow, from the Johnny Depp movie. So, Tree of the Dead from Sleepy Hollow, if people are familiar with that. I don't know how to do a browser capture on the fly. I need to get that set up in the future. But I'm looking at it. It's a big, gnarly, twisted tree. It does have... I see it even has what appears to be bodies under it. Spoilers. Spoilers. If you haven't seen Sleepy Hollow. DDA people in chat. Okay, so we have... Jay has made a creepy tree. Kind of goes along with the spirit of the Briarheart and Halloween. Sleepy Hollow. Hey, headless mounts right now, which you can get. Wait, where are those? Where are... No, they're in the Holojack, right? Any of these will pop off your head. So Sleepy Hollow, very much in the spirit of the season. To make a big, creepy Sleepy Hollow tree with lots of bodies in it, as there should be. I don't know if you've all seen the Sleepy Hollow.
I have not. I do not see spooky movies.
No.
I think the spookiest thing I've ever watched was the first half of this first season of American Horror Story, and that was enough for me.
I looked it up, though. I looked up the Tree of the Dead from Sleepy Hollow. Definitely a twisty tree with bodies underneath, so very appropriate. I do like what Jay has done here, which has been to, take just this one big tree. And I thought it was big before, and instead combining multiple of these trees, just multiplying it out, expanding it. This is really big, and really, with all these roots, it just makes it look all the more gnarly and intimidating. So as far as big, creepy tree in your home, this looks really nice.
Darling, going to go see the new Halloween movie?
No. J-Heart can, I won't.
I don't know. Hear good things about it? I'm not much for spooky movies.
It's about a guy who stabs people.
Well,
I actually heard it's pretty good. I'm not into big movies like that either, but the first Halloween was really good.
Is he good at stabbing people?
It's not like
what
Jason or it's more of like a scary movie, right? It's more less slash and kill, more scary stuff. Kind of like the first Alien, maybe.
If they're good at stabbing people, like, what's their DPS? Do you think they can pull, like, 40k?
That's when you know you're a ESO nerd, J-Heart.
Oh, okay. Okay, next up, we have Skull Lord, who has made... Wait. What? Okay. I think Skull Lord said what they made. Oh, they have made a straw-filled scarecrow. Tried using the twigs from the corpses to imitate the straw coming out of the arms and legs. Oh, I see. Okay. So we have a scarecrow with the straw just kind of falling out of the arms and legs like you would with a scarecrow. Fill up the pants and the shirt with some hay, and it kind of comes out here. What do people think of the scarecrow? Corpse scarecrow.
It's definitely scary, and I don't see any crows.
I don't see any crows either. And it looks like the Briarheart trees still have their Briarheart fruit, or whatever it is, hanging from it, so it's doing its job.
Oh yeah, crows have been staying away from the fruit on the trees, keeping this orchard nice and safe. Yeah, it's good body on this. One creepy head at the top. I do like the idea of using the branches coming out, kind of representing the hay. So, the branches could be a challenge, considering that, this substantial part of this item is the corpse, and the branches are kind of go all over the place. So, as a building material, the branches are hard to work with, but Skull Lord actually managed to incorporate that into his build. So good job with that. VC, it's the Wicker Man. Could be. Good job, Skull Lord. Okay.
That's British for scarecrow.
Oh, is that how it is? Good to know, Wicker Man. Okay, and Cry Havoc gave me a bit of... Oh. Backstory. Cry Havoc. Wait, where's Cry Havoc? They said they mailed me. Okay, they did say one thing. Which is, they said, this is Hermaeus Mora's garden assembling itself out of Reachman followers. People are familiar with Hermaeus Mora, the sort of disembodied Daedric prince. Garden assembling itself out of Reachman followers. Now, if I remember correctly, the Briarhearts are related to the Reach, and that's where these corpses would have come from. It said they sent a mail. Let me really quickly port out of here and port back in, see if that refreshes my mail. Be right back. As long as 2 load screens take.
Uh-oh, might be a while.
10 hours later. I'll get a good look at it, too. I want to make sure mail came through. What do you make of Hermaeus Mora garden assembling itself? Wait, did that go
It
through?
looks like the tree's kind of being levitating away, and there's worshippers worshipping it while it's levitating away.
So my take is that it's pulling the people up into itself.
Yeah, it seems a bit self-organizing. Which is, I think, what they were going for.
We said think of the branches as tentacles.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the ones in the ground are tentacles.
Well, I think pretty well everything is tentacles here with Hermaeus Mora. You know, Hermaeus Mora pretty well just made out of tentacles and eyeballs, so...
He's my favorite Daedric prince.
Yeah, we need a Hermaeus Mora chapter at some point, right?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it came through. I don't know why it just suddenly came now. Okay. Cry Havoc says, a long time ago, a tribe of Reachmen preyed on their fellow Reachmen, seeking to gather all the knowledge of mankind under their gaze. This drew the attention of Hermaeus Mora, who approached them with a deal: share the knowledge they gained with him, and he would strengthen them and ensure them a glorious afterlife. Hermaeus Mora has a thirst for knowledge. As a Daedric prince is wont to do, eventually he turned on the mortals. The other tribes gathered up and destroyed them, and Hermaeus gathered them up for their afterlife. They were to be his garden. He stitched them together in parts with the plants into an existence where they must seek out sustenance within the garden. He continuously experiments, and they can never escape. Oh, that's quite an involved backstory. Kind of creepy, too. So Hermaeus Mora experimenting on these Reachman bodies. Part of his knowledge garden, I suppose. Interesting take on this. Very detailed. Do you like all the tentacles coming up out of the ground? Obviously, it looks like a gruesome maypole dance. Okay, so we have the Hermaeus Mora backstory garden with experiments with Reachmen. I see they're kind of gravitating over here. Gravitating toward the tree. Okay, some fun builds from each of our contestants. Now, we will get into the judging section of our live luxury showdown. As you do that, you'll have some time to do this. If you're on the PCNA server, in Twitch chat, put the magic word MOO, spells MOO, to qualify for our prize giveaways. We'll draw those after we wrap up. So for now, we are going to have our judges whisper me who they think did number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then we will declare a winner. We have a couple of homes that we're going to tour afterwards during our housing hike.
Including parts of Spicy Island.
Including a bulk of Spicy Island. I probably have not even discovered everything there. Okay, we need a score from Woobin. Okay, we are getting our... Okay, so will the winner be... PBO's Lady with the Sleepy Hollow based Tree of the Dead? Will the winner be Skull Lord with the very effective and creepy Scarecrow? Or will the winner be Cry Havoc with the Hermaeus Mora Assembling Garden? I don't actually know yet. I don't have the scores in. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is where the judges have different tastes and personalities, and each chose completely different people. I need to do math. I need big math here. Okay, we have...
Another win in another week. Jay Hart has to choose.
The winners are everybody who's been inspired to do something fun with these, I hope. Okay, we have Cry Havoc, and we have Skull Lord, and we have... And let's see, PBO's Lady made the Sleepy Hollow build. Okay, adding up the scores. Difficult, very difficult. This is going to be really close. Do you know what we have? This is too funny.
A tie?
We have a 3-way tie.
That doesn't surprise me.
This is funny. We have a 3-way tie with no tiebreaker options.
Equally good.
Okay, so this means I have to choose, which is difficult. This is difficult.
Puts you on the spot.
It does. It's really funny how the scoring worked on this. So everybody does have different thoughts about how to judge these sorts of things. So it's kind of thinking about the criteria. So there were the constraints here, using limited items, only having 30 minutes, and using these in a creative and fun way, or just in a way that is kind of maybe tells a story, or just is kind of like grabs your attention. I really like what each of the contestants did with the bodies. Oh. It's tough. It really is tough. Scholar did a really great job placing these just right. Backstory on this. It's really kind of fun and very lore-centric, and PBO's really good job of just using this tree to make it just looks really impressive from afar. So, our winner of live checker wolf eeny meeny, a little bit like weighing different aspects in my mind here. our winner of Live Luxury Showdown number 39, using Witches Festival themed creepy corpses, Briarheart trees, is Cry Havoc with the Hermaeus Mora tree. Get that right. Okay.
Good job, Havoc.
Congratulations. Good job, hon.
Congratulations, Cry Havoc.
Congratulations.
It was tough. You could see me sweating a little bit there,
The
right?
first time we've ever had an even freeway tie. It was just all the builds were great.
It's true.
Yeah, that was totally worth watching J Hart stress out.
Yeah, I know. Perfectly even scored. That's how that worked out. So
Even for first and seconds.
yeah,
We
yeah.
colluded.
Maybe. Okay, so we'll wrap up here. Thank you to our amazing judges, to Woobin and Swankery and Stormahawk. Thank you so much for lending your housing expertise here, having some fun with it. Appreciate you.
Great job, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, J Hart.
Thank you so
Yep,
much.
Fun as always.
Thank you to our 3 builders, PBO's Lady, Cry Havoc 101, and Skull-Lord 1415. Really fun builds. Tough week. Well, did equally well, apparently. According to our small sample size of judges. And thank you everybody in Twitch chat for being here. Loving the spicy emotes in the chat. So, thank you everybody. Hope everybody had some fun with this. Have fun with ESO. You can do a lot with it. You can do a lot with housing. And Witches Festival going on right now. Murkmire just launched. A lot to do with that. I know you haven't fully explored Murkmire yet. So have fun with Murkmire too. So have fun with ESO and stay spicy. Moo.